Hi everyone, so here's a video of Ernie Els. This was taken a few years ago in 2011 I think, or 2010, when he won his last SA Open, and it just kind of got me itching to make some swings and to give the driver a few belts, but with lockdown it's not quite possible. So what I thought is, what can we learn from what Ernie's doing that would help us in our game? So a couple of things I want you to be aware of. If I go back to this, is you'll see how he's moving all the time. His club head, his hands, he's bouncing the club. So one thing he's trying not to do is to stay dead still. So I think that's a fantastic idea, to take away tension in the hands and the arms, and to also help you with your rhythm. If we look at that in a little bit more detail, you'll see bounces the club a few times. The club head, that gives him helps to keep the grip a little lighter. It helps him to feel the end of the club head. And then the start of his swing is a movement forward. So you'll see here he's got a little forward press, which you used to see quite a lot in the olden days. We don't see it so much anymore, but it really does help in the aligning and helping the hips on the backswing to help him take the club away. One of the illusions in the swing is that the golf swing starts by the arms moving backwards. So he's got a little forward press. When he takes the club away, you'll see how active his hips are here in rotating and moving the club backwards. That rotation helps us to set the stability in the feet, knees and hips, and gives you the base for your swing. So that's what I'd like you to look at. And if you look at yours truly here, kind of practicing at home, that's what I think can help a lot of golfers to get the sequence on their swing correct. So once I've got a setup, I have a little waggle, I bounce the club a few times just to feel it. There's the forward press and then that early rotation. So if we look at that in slow motion, that waggle again helps me to feel the club head, keeps my hands loose. I can bounce the club head. Again, gives me an awareness of the club head, where it is, where the ground is. That forward movement then allows me to use my hips to rotate. And that hip rotation helps the arms and the club head to go back correctly. And in the olden days, you used to talk it, or back in the day, you used to talk about it as a one-piece takeaway. But really what I'm looking for is to make sure the sequence is correct. So once the hips have gone there, transport the arms, then it's easy for the club to swing up. And that makes the downswing sequence even easier to duplicate. So if you've got some time to practice in your garden at home, that's what I think would help a lot of golfers, is to understand that sequence a little bit better, and understanding that even practicing your pitch shots is really just another way of practicing your full swing. So if we look at Ernie Els here, the comparisons are few and far between, but if you look at that start of his swing, tapping the club, forward press, takeaway, bang. And I think that most golfers practicing at home, you could use a little bit of that as well. Forward press, takeaway, bang. If you want some help with your game, please feel free to send me a video. During lockdown, I'd be delighted to see if I can help if you've got some space in the garden. In the interim, stay safe, and hopefully we'll see you soon.